So these new phones called the Huawei are making a big name for themselves, and guess what? They are banned in the United States.
This man may be a time traveler. He has an iPhone in the 1980s. This is insane.
A Japanese journalist filmed an iPhone, specifically an iPhone 13, and this video is resurfacing on the internet. It is creating
This does not look like AI to me.
So in fact, this show was filmed in 1980, and it was around Hiroshima. You know that in Hiroshima there was a bomb in 1945. The entire city was deserted, obviously, because of the radiation. And actually, the show is about them going back to the place to see all the abandoned houses, the objects that were there, etc. And actually, at the time, the guy thinks it's a mirror because theoretically the iPhone did not exist in 1980.
Right,
and yet
correct.
they did indeed find an iPhone 13. And that's the most worrying part, that no one can explain how in 1980
If you think you have an
the journalist
explanation for
could have
this,
found an
comment
iPhone.
below.
And the guy is puzzled by the thing because he doesn't know what it is. He really thinks it's a mirror, so who can explain this glitch in the Matrix, please?
Is this 800-year-old cell phone found encased in rock proof of time travel? Oh yeah, baby!
In 2016, a group of researchers unearthed an ancient-looking cell phone in Austria. The phone is covered in cuneiform writing, which dates back to thousands of years ago, making this object thousands of years old. But obviously, we didn't have phones back then, when this clearly looks like it was modeled after a Nokia phone. Alien hunters believe that it comes from an advanced civilization that has come to Earth. Others believe that this object is proof of time travel.
Whatever the Egyptians were doing, I think they were the most advanced civilization that ever existed. I don't think we could do what they did. The precision in which they built it, I really don't think we can do that. Just the symmetry of the faces of the statues is unparalleled, and they're immense. These are monstrously huge, perfectly symmetrical faces.
Right.
Their temples are insanely intricate.
They were incredibly advanced.
Incredibly advanced.
With math, with science, with technology.
Certainly with geometry. 20-ton gigantic stone blocks that were taken from a mountain 500 miles
Right.
away. No one has any idea how the fuck they got them.
Nobody has any clue.
No guesses.
Right.
There's some guesses about, oh, maybe the river system was different back then. Whatever. How are you
Right.
getting that 50-ton chunk of granite
No
out of
way.
a fucking mountain and moving it down,
insane.
even with modern equipment? How are you getting it over the mountain?
I'm the cow. Listen, I'm gonna make you sweat, make you wet, make you wet, wet, wet. I'm gonna make you scared, little baby, pissing in your pressure.
Vault unlocked.
Guys, so I've done countless videos about AI and technology's progression. As a matter of fact, I do believe that the AI is a demon. I always ask the question, how is it that these people just know how to code? You know, coding is literally zeros and ones. It's crazy. But the crazy thing is, even this world runs on that very same code.
We've been waiting for you. Are you the 10 Commandments?
No, we are one.
And 0.
We are the binary code that underlies the universe.
The 10 thing is a common mistake. I want to understand God. Can you help me?
Did you not hear what we just said?
It's a binary universe.
God is yes and no,
Left and right.
on and off,
Something and nothing.
positive and negative,
Male and female.
light and dark.
But why is there evil and suffering? Well, without evil and suffering, there is no good and happiness. Oh, sure. Binary.
Do you understand what I mean? It's like in the movie The Matrix. It was about that zeros and ones being in the matrix, the simulation type of situation. The CIA actually released documents stating that we are in a simulation. Right? Now, I don't know how that connects with God, but I do know that God is the greatest creator, the greatest mathematician. Because if the world is coded in zeros and ones, you can only imagine what God has really done. You don't even have to imagine, just go outside and look. It's all right there to see. It's all right here for you to see. Phenomenal, right? But there's also a dark side to technology. The AI being one, as fascinating as it is, there's a dark side. And then trust me when I say to you guys, this kind of technology that I'm about to show you has always been here. It's older than what we are, which is why I say that these people get downloads or information from spirits that have been on this earth longer than bruh, I can't even explain it. From the beginning of time, let me put it that way. God flooded this earth for a reason. Those pyramids and those other buildings that are so magnificent were made, I feel like, with lasers. How big were they lasers? It's like, the 3D printing machines. It's like that.
How are the pyramids built in the planet?
What I was told is through levitation, through frequency sound technology, sound wave technology, laser technology.
Floating the blocks, basically?
Floating, something, I see it right now. It was floating, but was floating like this, almost bouncing when they were doing it. Water was involved with that too. Water sound, water, some water was underneath also. The water was going through the chambers. Some laser.
That's how they were. It was that kind of technology, but on a larger scale, because there is no way. And what about the buildings that are being unearthed right now? Like, wow, that actually existed?
So somebody want to explain to me how in the hell these buildings get in that rock. Now they gonna say, oh, they carved them in there. They carved them in there. What the fuck technology did they use to carve that shit in there if they carved it in there? Because I'm pretty sure the power drill wasn't fucking invented back then, dog. 1,000% sure it wasn't. And yet, you got these motherfucking buildings and this motherfucking rock. Huh? Explain to me that shit, dog. And how the hell did these get burnt and melted like that? Same shit, carved into the motherfucking rock. Or is it carved into the rock, or is a fucking castle or a mansion or some shit? What did it to the rock to get the shit melted like that? Huh? Explain to me that shit. And how they even build the motherfucker anyway? How, dog? Because like I said in the other motherfucker, they didn't have no power drills back then to even attempt to do some shit like this. What did they use to do that? And how the fuck did the shit melt, dog? How? Explain. And how the fuck they got a whole village on top of a motherfucking petrified tree stump? That is a petrified tree stump, dog. With a whole village on top of that motherfucker. How, dog? How they do that? How the fuck they do that, dog? I needs to know now, dog. And look at this shit. More shit carved on top of another petrified tree stump. That motherfucker petrified. How they do that shit? How they do that shit, dog? Huh? Explain. People want to act like they founded some shit. Yeah, you got it. You found it. Because it was already motherfucking there, dog. I want to know how in the fuck they was able to carve this shit into that motherfucking rock like that without power drills. There's no motherfucking way. And who melted the shit?
Everything was covered during the floods. So this technology is not new. But when I saw this now, apart from me being freaked out by the AI, this new Huawei phone, is it Hawaii or Huawei? You know what I mean. It's absolutely insane. It's absolutely insane. Listen to this. And it's actually being banned in America. Donald Trump is banning this phone, right? I can look at something on my screen now, a video or whatever, and I want to share it to you. There's no more airdropping. Bluetooth is gone. Remember, there was infrared. Hey guys, a lot. Now, I can be viewing my screen like this, and then I can grab it like so. And I can walk a distance. I can walk to my friend's house. I can walk 6 stories up, as long as I still have my palm closed. And then I can get to my friend and I can drop it onto her phone. And now she has that video, that picture, that song, whatever, or that information. Or, here's the crazy, like, how do they do this? Do these people have chips in their hands? Or what the heck is actually really going on? How do they do this? Now it freaks me out, guys. And this is one of the reasons why I never got an iPhone. I know people think I'm crazy for that, but there is a reason and the history behind the iPhone. Like, I'm not messing around. Already, our phones in J, I do believe there's some, it's dubious, guys. The way we are so addicted, it's dubious. These things are always in our hands. We are actually more online than we are in the Word, the living Word. To the point where they've duped us to say, oh, okay, for you Christians, you want to be in the Bible? Download the Bible. Don't get the hard copy. And it's really not the same. It's not. Right? Now, another feature. I can grab the file and then I can go to my daughter and then she opens her hand and I drop it and she can close her hand and we can pass this thing around from hand to hand to hand to different people and then go and share it on whatever device we want, as long as you keep your palm closed. Guys, I don't know about you guys, but that to me, it's already crazy that I'm communicating with you like this. It's already crazy to me that we video call. It's already and from border to border, coast to coast. I could video call somebody in America and everything's going to be hunky-dory. It's a lot. It's a lot, you guys. It's a lot. Watch this video. Let me know if you guys would purchase this phone, because I really am quite curious. Or does it freak you out as much as it freaks me out? And what do you think about the situation? And also, would you guys purchase this phone? Some of you really would. You guys, some of you would spend exorbitant amounts of money for an iPhone. So you can blend in and fit in, and you haven't paid your school fees, your tuition. You don't have gas in your car. You probably live in your mother's back room, but you have an iPhone. I feel like taking that money in your iPhone, buying products or starting a business with that little money and then making a profit long term than to have an iPhone. Like, I don't get it. I really don't get it. This is how my brain operates and how it thinks, you know. And then some of us are able to save for a long period of time for the end goal. Instead of having a Gucci, Louis, what, iPhone now, which I'll never have anyway. It's not just about now. I'd rather save that money to launch my business that I've been baking. That's my baby for years, you know. And it needs to be perfect. It needs to be like no other. I would rather use that money, put it into something that I'm going to make a profit from long term, not a phone. But now this, and it doubles as a iPad, not an iPad. It doubles as a what's that thing called? Tablet, whatnot. It opens. You can even get the little keyboard, and you do that snatch and grab. And oh my gosh, you guys, watch this video. Please be safe out there. Our phones are already watching us, tracking us, all these things. It's rough. Just be safe. Be wise with your purchases. You don't have to have every single gadget. Something funny is going on here, right? Anyway, if you guys haven't already, please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And if you guys do enjoy my videos, please do click on the thank you button. And before you guys leave out of here, please do drop me a comment in the comment section down below. Stick around. I'm about to play you this video. You are not going to believe it. You are not going to believe how crazy technology is. Huawei, or is it Hawaii? Luna, you're up to something. But I don't know. Do you think it's a good something, or do you guys think it's a bad something? Because they're so deep. Why Twara? Why Dropa? Johnny. It's giving magic. I'm right. I'm fine. Check this out.
Believe me, here's a guy that they just put up on this. This is recently, y'all, as of the 29th of November. Apparently, this was an executive order put in by Donald Trump. It said the order banned the use of telecommunications equipment from foreign firms that are deemed national security risks. Okay, so I believe this is the same thing that's going on with TikTok, because these phones were made by China. But have you guys seen what these phones can do?
My photo. So now, with my hands, I already selected the photo.
He takes his photo with his palm of his hand and he can transfer it to any phone, y'all. Look at that. You can also transfer from Huawei to iPhones as well, y'all. Look at that. You see? You can also transfer long distance from phones to laptops. Look at that. And this by far is the craziest one. She writes a message, passes it on, goes in the elevator, goes to the 4th floor, passes it to another person. She walks, passes it to the person that is another person. Look at that, y'all. Again, pass it to another person and the person receives a message, and you can clearly see it's the same thing. Wow. That little method is called AI teleportation. So it looks like AI is going to be in every piece of new technology we receive. If you didn't know, this phone also doubles up as a tablet as well, y'all. This thing has gotten iPhone beat in all ways, y'all, and it is banned in the United States. So would you get one if you were able to, y'all? Let us know down in the comments below. Like